Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Welcome to another episode of your Average Day Joes. I'm your host and Laker fan.
And I'm Jay. Obviously, I'm a Celtics fan. Real big rivalry this weekend.
What's going on? What's going on, guys? We hope everybody's having a great Friday. I know it's always exciting when we got such a big rivalry going on, and as you can see, this is between us right here. That's exactly how it goes. So, yeah, how you feeling, Jay?
Excellent. Very, very sore, man. I hit legs last night with Jay Hard, so my legs are killing me.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, leg day.
Legs are killing me right now, man. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, every time after leg day, I'm just like it takes a lot out of me, man. So I'm like, yeah. So a lot of good eating right after this episode.
Right, right.
I need the replenishment, man. I need all that.
What's in the works for the food?
A lot of vegetables. It's gonna be a. I don't know how I'm gonna prep my salmon, but I'm gonna have salmon, a lot of vegetables. I did sweet potato yesterday, so I'm probably gonna do rice today.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, it'll be good. It'll be solid.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, I got a lot in the works, so I'm pretty cool. And then probably add maybe a little like garlic ciabatta on the side.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I like making a cool little sauce to throw on the ciabatta.
Yeah,
So
definitely. Definitely.
yeah,
Sounds
just a little something on the side for because to go with the salmon, like I said, and the vegetables. I need the nutrients, man. My body's like, bro.
you might have to come out with two Jeff's episodes this weekend. See
I
what's
and
going on
the
there.
thing is, bro, I cook like this every day depending on how I feel.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
it's always gonna be something that's excellent, man. What I'm gonna start doing with the Chef with Jeffs is like breaking down exactly what it is. So
Yeah.
far, I just kind of show it. Sometimes I'll say what it is, but I'll start to get more in depth as time goes along.
Yeah, definitely.
Because yeah, I saw the boy Jack last night, and he was asking me about some of that stuff.
Definitely. Definitely.
So yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Shout out to Jack, man.
Oh yeah, he's cool folks. He was using a slingshot.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, I was telling him, I was like, hey, bro, how come you don't put it over your elbows? Because he puts it a little above. I was
Yeah, yeah.
like, so I put it over my elbows. He's like, hey, let me try
Oh,
that.
yeah. Okay. Okay.
So I got to ask him on Monday, see if it worked, if
Yeah.
he liked it like that. Because I put on my elbows and I lock in,
Yeah.
because I let it sit.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Shit, man. So for everybody that's been kind of following us this weekend, well, today, I mean, this whole week actually, I've been applying for hella jobs, man, just trying to get like something better than just doing Uber all the time. And man, I finally got some like after like I don't know, like maybe 3 weeks to a month of just applying at Indeed. I started getting smart about it and trying to stand out. So I've been using Chat GPT to use for like cover letters because you this day and age everybody just like throws their resume out there, but you're just like a number to them anyway. Like, you know what I mean? It's like something that gets scanned by AI. And then if like you kind of fit somewhat of their profile, that might hit you back, but most people don't. So it's just kind of great being able to have something like ChatGPT where you're able to make these cover letters and kind of just stand out. So now I got an interview on Saturday tomorrow and for a Mazda dealership in Marin. So who knows, man? I might be even selling something to New Scum one day.
You funny, bro.
But yeah, Mazda's pretty cool, man. I can get with that brand because it's always they used to be Mazda used to be own Ford used to own Mazda back in the day.
I did not.
Yeah, yeah. It used to be always a Ford product, man, and that was one of the first cars when we came to America. Me and my family was a Mazda MPV minivan. Dog. It was pretty damn reliable
I did not know that they owned Ford or Ford owned Mazda.
back in the day. Yeah, not anymore. I think
Did
now
they?
Japanese
Didn't
company.
they own? Didn't they also own like Aston Martin and all that before too, or no?
And I know I'm pretty sure they own Jaguar. Yeah, like
Not no more though. But
nah,
yeah, they used to. Yeah, that's yeah.
Jaguar is owned by like some Indian company bought them out, bro. They're like producing India now.
Yes, I know. That's why I don't mess with Jaguar no more.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. That being said, let's get into the sports news, man. What's going on with the NBA games today?
Let's see what's going on. We got games going on right now. So
We got
let's see. We got some close ones right now, man. So right now, The Cavs just beat the Hornets by 1 point. Jesus, man. That team. So, yeah, they just beat the Hornets by 1 point. Blazers and Thunder, 82-75 Thunder in the fourth. So they're up by 7. That should be an easy one for them.
Right.
The Heat and Wolves, 85-83. They still got a whole fourth quarter to go. Grizzlies and Mavericks, 110-108 Grizzlies. There's only 3 minutes left, so that's gonna come down to the wire.
Yeah.
That's a good showing for the Mavericks since they have so many injuries.
Oh, I know.
And Raptors and Jazz, 114-102 Raptors. That should be. There's about 3 minutes left. That's a done deal.
Okay.
Later tonight, we got the Knicks and Clippers. The Knicks, shout out to Jalen Brunson, man. He got an injury, so the Knicks are done, bro. Knicks are done. Yeah. They got a whole road trip coming. They'll lose all the games. He's done. He's probably done for a couple weeks minimum. So.
Did you see the highlight of how he rolled his ankle though? Like
yeah, I did.
I was watching the game and I had to like turn my face away when I seen that ankle roll.
Yeah,
bad, dude.
He's done it before though. So
yeah, definitely.
It's he stays in that game. They beat the Lakers, I think, easily because they couldn't stop him. He had 40 points at that point, and he had all 8 points for the Knicks in the overtime. But as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, they're done. Yeah. They're done. He runs that offense very well. So
Miles Bridges couldn't do it all by himself, especially with the big man, because the big man,
him and Cat. Well, because they don't know how to run an offense. So Jalen kind of runs everything, and then everyone plays off him.
And when that happened in the fourth quarter, you could tell that like the big men for Knicks were pretty tired already. They were
for sure. He was hella tired. He was gassed. He was for sure gassed. But the Knicks are they're going to lose the next 6 games on the road for sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that sucks for them, man.
What's the other game tonight?
You got Kings and Spurs at 7, and the Suns and Nuggets. That is coming on ESPN. Suns and Nuggets. That'll be a good one.
Yeah, I think that's a repeat, right? Because I think that they just played against each other.
I think they played the other day.
Yeah. I remember that one. Yeah. I think the Suns got taken out, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Too much Jokic.
Yep.
Too much Jokic. So.
And what happened in yesterday's games? Who actually won the ones we were reporting on?
Yesterday, the Celtics had beat the Sixers. Hawks beat the Pacers. The Bulls beat the Magic by a basket. The Warriors came back they were down by 25 and they won by a basket.
Damn.
Yeah, Steph had a great game.
Oh wow.
Rockets beat the Pelicans and the Lakers beat the Knicks, obviously in overtime because of the Brunson injury.
Yes, sir. Lakers. Yep. Shout out to Jackson Hayes, bro. That he's been coming in clutch for us as our big man. We needed somebody to step up, and because we didn't have the big man and Alex Len, it looks like from what I heard in the report that they might actually like not even use him anymore. Like they might like waive him for some other people. So shout out to Jackson Hayes, dude. He's been doing.
I don't know. I didn't really see anything spectacular, but okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, just he's, you know what's good about Jackson Hayes is that he's very versatile and he's pretty athletic for a big man. Like he can run up and down the court, not be tired. Yep. You know what I mean? So
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll give you that.
All right, and what about tomorrow's games? What's going on since we ain't here tomorrow for the people?
Pistons Warriors will be a good one. Magic Bucks should be good, and then the big game of the day, Lakers Celtics in Boston.
That's the one we get the 5 on it.
Oh yeah, it's all good, man. Celtics spreads about 7, so I'm not worried.
Definitely.
Not worried. Like I said, if you want to do straight basketball logic, the Celtics have smacked the Knicks every time they've played them, and that was an overtime game in LA. So yeah. If you want to do basketball logic, it's very simple to me.
And you're saying tomorrow's game they're playing at the Celtics Stadium, right?
Yeah, they're playing in Boston. It's the start of their road trip, the Lakers.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you know what I mean.
It's gonna be a tough one for the Lakers, man. Definitely, I'm not saying it's not. It's gonna be extra tough, especially after this overtime win. They're gonna be extra tired, but luckily it's a night game, so they will have a little bit extra time to rest. But yeah, man, it's gonna be tough for them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They had an overtime game. That was a hard game. They earned that victory, but Brunson going out really helped them. That helped.
Yeah. Definitely.
But yeah, so I believe tomorrow you will see everyone suited up, like Porzingis, Holiday, Brown, everyone. You'll see everyone good to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they haven't. They've been every other game day to day. So I believe you see everyone come out and play.
Let me ask you though, if they didn't have Doncic and they had they had AD, and then I mean, who knows if AD would have been injured, it would have been the same injury. Like you never know because that's different universe. But having Doncic over AD, is that a positive or a negative against the Celtics?
So, like I said, basketball is a game of matchups.
Exactly.
When you have Porzingis, Horford, and all the big guys in there, very bad matchup for the Lakers.
I think so.
When the Celtics play a little, say, without their big, say Porzingis isn't in there. Now it's on their wings, which is Tatum and Brown, who are elite. That means you're going to have to make Braun and Luka defend. It's just a bad matchup for the Lakers now because now they don't have anyone on the inside to defend.
Definitely.
So Celtics shoot great at the three, obviously. That's how they win a lot of their games. But they're also athletic enough to drive, and they got the bigs.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. It's like it's pick your poison with the Lakers playing Boston. Like, how do you want to defend?
Yeah.
Like, so that's why it says game time decision on the other players.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the guys who have been sitting.
Yeah.
Like they don't know what to prepare for. What are they going to prepare for?
I mean,
you know what I mean?
The one good thing I can see of this is that Luka lately has been a little bit more of a good defender. Like he has been defending a lot better than previous times. And for the inside, like I said, we have Jackson Hayes, who's been doing a pretty decent job at defending the inside guys. So it's going to be an interesting matchup against Hayes and Porzingis because they both have that lengthiness, skinniness to them. You know what I mean?
1'7" the other is what, 6'11"?
No, I think I think Hayes is 7, right? And then Porzingis is the taller one, right? He's 7'3".
Yeah, he's 7'3".
Yeah, and Hayes is 7 foot tall. So
yeah,
I mean, he's got 3 inches on him, but still, like, I think Porzingis is also not as versatile as Hayes. Hayes is a younger player. He has a little bit more energy. Porzingis is going to get tired quicker,
Yeah. Well, Boston has 3 centers. Did you forget?
No,
3.
No.
So this is what I'm saying. Like, yeah, it doesn't matter because, like I said, what I would do if I were Boston, I wouldn't even go to that matchup. That's too easy.
Mm-hmm.
Tire out Luka and Braun. They have to put up with Tatum and Brown, dude. Just go at them all day. That's easy.
Yeah.
Who do you put on Tatum? Old man, or do you put the guy who can't guard him? Because clearly in the finals, that's what they did. They exposed Luka. That's why the Mavericks traded him.
Yeah,
so who do you go at? Which one? I'd go at the old man. Let the old man try to guard him.
I mean, that old man is still pretty damn good shape. So you know what I mean. He's still.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. He's 40 doing his thing. Hey, great. But now you got to guard Jason Tatum, the best player in the league. You heard me say that. The best player in the league. Yeah, you heard that. You heard that here. Yeah, the best player in the league. Oh, and his wing just got the Finals MVP as well. Just remember that, his counterpart. I mean, just thought you should know that.
I'm just letting you know. According to my wife from yesterday's game, Doncic is the best player in the league. But that's what my wife said. So
Hey, I was more. You can't find more of a bigger Luka fan than me. I've loved Luka Doncic, but trying to play against the C's, good luck, bro. Like I said, you just saw it with Dallas, and that team was spectacular, and they got smacked by the Celtics. Smacked. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know the difference in what you see now, but I think I see a downgraded team. That's me, though. That's my personal opinion. Yeah. I don't see the same team. I thought Luka had a way better team in Dallas than he does now.
No, I mean,
obviously because they're supposed to build around him.
Right. I mean, for Luka's sake, yes, but for Lakers' sake, having Luka, I mean, that's
that's their future. That's their future.
But not only is it the future, it's so much less. It's so much more convenient for LeBron now to not have.
Of course, it is
that guy all the time.
Exactly. But now, who plays defense? Who's playing defense?
Well, LeBron still plays defense. Luka has been stepping it up. And then we got Jared, what's his name? Vanderbilt.
I don't know.
And then yesterday, I don't know if I think you told me you didn't see the game, but we had.
I saw towards the end.
Yeah, I
was cooking.
Austin Reeves been shooting really good for us. What's his name? Gabe. Shit, I forgot his name. Gabe something.
Gabe Vincent.
Yeah, he's been actually coming up in clutch for us now. So Yeah, man. And then, like I said, Jackson Hayes, he's starting to fit into his role pretty well.
Don't know who that is. Don't know. Don't know.
Just saying.
Never. Like I've seen him in the league for 6 years now. I'm still don't know who it is. So
Yeah.
it's okay.
I got you.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not a Lakers fan, so you wouldn't know anyway. Like, I understand that.
It's just, to me, like I said, it's like it's light work.
Yeah.
It's light work.
Remember, we still are not 100% if Jaylen Brown is even going to play for the Celtics. I mean, I know
Jaylen Brown to play. Okay. This is a primetime game. NBA will say, blah 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 blah. You know, I know how Boston is. They rest a lot of their players. So this is on primetime television in Boston. It's not in LA. They will play everyone. Everyone will play.
Okay.
And they're a 7-point favorite, so they'll be fine.
I mean, and I know I know this is a very strong opinion, but this is still your opinion. It's not verified that everybody's going to play, right? This is not a verified thing.
What I will tell you, when you write game time decision, it means they're going to play.
Okay.
It doesn't. So for the Lakers, they have a few that say out, like Hachimura and all those people are out.
Okay.
So yeah, the people that were sitting says game time decision, and there's only 3 of those.
Got you.
Holiday, Porzingis, and one other one.
Porzingis might not even play.
No, they're all game time decisions.
Okay.
But they've all, like I said, they've all played earlier, like in the past week.
Are they? Oh, so Porzingis is not injured. They're just like saying he might not play.
What you do is you rotate. So yesterday, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Tatum wasn't even supposed to play, but he played.
Yeah.
He scored 35 on that. They didn't want to play anyone against the Sixers. Why? Because it's the Sixers. Who was playing on the Sixers? No one. Maxey was out, Embiid's out, Paul George is out. You already know you're going to win the game, but you got to kind of abide by the NBA rules of, people are still watching. Let's make it a game.
Yeah, definitely.
So Jay Tatum played, scored 35 on he only played like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And that was all they needed. Okay. Obviously. Okay. Remember the game before? They had Pritchard, and it was another bench game. They had Pritchard and White, 2 people who scored 40 off the bench. That's never happened. They both scored 40, and they're both bench players. Remember that.
Definitely.
So that's what I'm saying. Game time decision.
And I know one of your trending topics was how big the rivalry is going to be tomorrow. Did you want to still talk about that?
Oh yeah, we could. Yeah, of course, we can hop into that because that's definitely one of my trends. That's a trending high.
Then I'll pull that up right now for us, and you can go on there.
It's trending very high, man. Yeah, since it's ignited, since the NBA smart. NBA said, "Hey, let's force Luka over to LA, and then now we could reignite the historic rivalry, the Celtics and Lakers."
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to watch that? You know what I mean? That's primetime sports.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's going to sell a lot of tickets. Obviously, you're going to see the highest selling tickets for that game. It's in the Garden, so now you're in Boston. You know what I mean? It's going to be they're like, oh, potential finals preview. Yeah, right. I don't see that happening. But hey, I'd encourage it. Like I said, I'd encourage it. I would love to play the Lakers and give them. It'll probably be a gentleman's sweep, 4-1, just like Luka did with the Mavericks. Like I said, Luka had a better team before with the Mavericks than he has now with the Lakers.
Yeah.
Just to let you know.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is perfect for the NBA. It brings back a lot of viewership because they've lost a lot of viewership. Literally. I know. I can tell by their All-Star weekend that they were losing a lot of viewership. So stuff like this, having a trade like that go down, this will be definitely one of the highest watched games in a while for the NBA.
It says right here, for the first time in 40 years, both teams enter a regular season matchup at least 50 games into the season, ranked among the top 2 of the respective conferences.
Yep.
The last time this happened was February 17th, 1985, when Magic Johnson's Lakers outdueled the Larry Bird Celtics. It was a 117-111, but that one was in LA. So, man.
Yeah, I'm not worried. Like I said, Boston at home, take those all day. Take those odds all day.
Yeah.
Like I said, and if you want to, like I said, just going off basketball logic, it's common sense. Lakers at home barely beating the Knicks in overtime. Like I said, man.
I mean, but you got to give it to the Knicks. They're a good team, bro. It's not like they're just like anybody. I don't
know. The Celtics have been up on them by 30 and 40 in games, bro. So I'll just leave it at that. They have wiped the Knicks on the floor like every time they played them, and I mean they were up by 30 and 40.
Yeah, and
Like so, I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just letting you know.
Like you said too, it's all about matchups, and maybe they're just
it is.
Bad matchup.
It's a bad. So the Knicks are a bad matchup for like they don't match up well with the Celtics because of I told you. So the Knicks, their problem, they don't have wings.
Yeah.
They have Bridges, like you said. That's it. One. They have one wing, and Brunson obviously. If he has to guard like a Brown or a Tatum, Brunson's great on offense, but look how much bigger Tatum and Brown are to him. It puts them in a bad spot. Why? Because you need him on the floor. But now he has to play defense on one of those trees.
Right.
You see what I mean? Bad matchup. And then see Cat. The thing with Cat, he can offset Porzingis. I'll give you that. Because he's tall like that and he can shoot threes like Porzingis.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to have Cat against Porzingis. But then, like I said, it's all about the other matchups,
Exactly.
I don't know.
Is it okay? I know this is your trending topic, but is it okay if I go over some facts about this rivalry tomorrow that's going to be happening?
Please do, man.
All right. So let me just go over some facts with you guys.
What we got?
It says Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown continues to set the tone, combining for 50 points per game and ranking 6th among NBA duos in total points of 2,754.
Nice.
It says Boston's three-point shooting, the heart of their offense identity. So, I mean, that's what they're doing.
I told you, 3-point. Go ahead.
The Celtics attempt the most three-pointers per game in the league with 53.3% of their shots coming from deep. They also make the most 17.9 per game and do so efficiently at 37.2%.
Okay.
Their bench is shooting 38.9% from deep on 13.8 attempts per game.
Okay.
So, and then it says reserve guard Peyton Pritchard has been a major spark, leading all bench players with 207 three-pointers made this season.
Yes, sir.
Boston's perimeter weapons have been historic. Jason Tatum, Derek White, and Pritchard are the third trio in NBA history to each record 200-plus threes per game in the same season.
I didn't even know that. Shout out Peyton Pritchard, man.
Yep. And then I just got a couple facts on the Lakers. It says the Lakers rank third best in defensive rating, 102.1, against Boston's offense, holding them to 96 points and 34.1% from deep in their last meeting. Both teams have players outside of their duos that are capable of getting hot when needed the most. On Tuesday, Lakers center Jackson Hayes posted a double-double, 19 points, 10 rebounds, while shooting a perfect 100% from the floor. On Wednesday, Pritchard put on a show going off for 43 points, 10 threes off the bench for Boston. So it says, while both teams' identities peaking, Saturday's matchup has all the makings of another classic in this legendary rivalry.
Yes, sir.
That's tight.
It's going to be good.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
I'm ready.
All right. Is there anything else you want to say about this game before we move on?
No. Like I said, I think it's light work.
Yeah. I know.
Lakers. Yeah, I don't see the like I said, I don't see the Lakers as a threat.
I know.
Especially in the West. I don't see them as a threat. It'd be cool if they make it to the finals. I don't see it happening, but it'd be cool. I would love to see a Boston LA finals.
Yeah.
Who knows if this game gets record-breaking viewership, NBA may push that. Yeah. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Who wouldn't want to see that?
I mean, the way
that's historic.
The way I see it, I mean, if you put L and C together, to me that stands for Lakers can. So, you know.
I love it, man. I love it.
Do it.
You gotta love Lakers fans, man. Lakers fans just make me laugh.
Well, for me, I'm a Lakers fan. I'm not going to clown their fans, but for me, this is just such a great rivalry game.
It is
one of the biggest ones in NBA history. So, I'm just super happy about the game. I mean, of course, I want the Lakers to win. I'm a Lakers fan, but at the end of the day, for me, it's just about watching this historic game that's going to be happening tomorrow. It's a good one.
It'll be a good one.
I think both teams are just going to go all out, and we're going to really get to see tomorrow both of these teams like true capabilities of who they are. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be a good one. All right, guys. Well, moving on with some other sports news. Let me get into tomorrow's UFC. We got a pay-per-view event, so it's going to be big. And let me just tell you who's fighting. So tomorrow you got, man, this is going to be such a great card, by the way. But tomorrow, your main event is going to be a light heavyweight bout, and you got Alex Pereira back in against. He's fighting a Khabib. He's fighting Magmed Ankalaev, who's 20-1, and Alex Pereira is 12-2. This is going to be a huge matchup. The way I see this one going is if Alex Pereira does not get taken down by one of these Khabib dudes, and it's going to be a stand-up bout, I think Alex Pereira got it. But and Alex Pereira definitely is a hard hitter, so he might even if Mahmoud does try to take him down, which most that's pretty much the only way I see that Mahmoud is going to be able to win this. But if Alex Pereira can just get him with the right shots in the beginning while he has all the strength, he might be able to stun Mahmoud and knock him out. But if not, and Mahmoud tires him out and gets him on the ground, I don't see Alex Pereira after the second, third round being able to get out of the these grasps of the Khabibs, because they train really hard for wrestling. So that's how I see that bout going. Then you got your light heavyweight co-main event, and you got a classic there. You got Justin Gaethje, who is a great fighter, 25-5. And you got Rafael Fiziev, who's 12-3. Both of these fighters are super good. Gaethje is a very hard hitter. Rafael Fiziev is also a hard hitter. This is going to be one of those bouts that is just going to be a crazy one because both of them are pretty stand-up fighters. Rafael Fiziev, and if you guys don't remember his last fight, he was fighting one of my I'm from Poland, so he was fighting a Polish dude. I forgot the dude's name because he hasn't fought in a minute, but he's a really good fighter, and he pretty much broke his leg or somehow hyperextended his leg, and he was out for a really long time. He lost that fight, so Rafael Fiziev is on a mission now to prove that he's healthy again and that he's about to whoop Gaethje's ass. This is Effort Friday today, so I can talk this way, FYI. But yeah, so Rafael Fiziev, Justin Gaethje, that's your co-main event. Then for your third, or I mean, depending on which way you go, but I'm going from main event down. So your light heavyweight bout, you got Jalen Turner, who's 14-8, and he's a great fighter too. He's very he has the length. He's very lengthy. He's fighting Ignacio Bahamondes, who's 16-5. That one, you know what? I don't remember Ignacio Bahamondes, how he fights, but Jalen Turner, I have seen fight before, and he's very lengthy. It's very hard to get him down. I do see Jalen Turner being able to take that one. Just that's my own opinion. For the women fighters, the women's strawweight, you got Amanda Lemos, who's 14-4. I've seen her fight. She's actually really good. She's a Brazilian fighter against Eisman Lucindo, who's 17-5. That kind of sounds like could be a Brazilian matchup. With both fighters could be Brazilian on that one. But on that one, just because I have seen Lemos fight and she's like an up-and-coming fighter, I'll give it to her. Your other lightweight bout after that is King Green against Mauricio Ruppy. King Green he's an old school badass. He's 2-16. And he reminds me of kind of like the Rampage Jackson guy against Mauricio Ruffy, who's only 11-1. He's kind of a newcomer. That's a tough one. King Green, he's been fighting for a minute. He's 32-16. He doesn't have the best record, but he is a heavy hitter. So if the way I see that one going, if King Green can get him, knock him out, or take him down in the first round, I think he got it. But if it goes past the first round, I think Mauricio Ruffy, who's a younger fighter, will take that one. Let me just see if there's any prelims that I can go over. If there's any good, okay. So prelims, your last prelim fight is a heavyweight fight, and that's Curtis Blades, who's 18-5. He's a really good fighter. I've seen him fight against Rizvan Kuniev, and he's 12-2. So that will be a great matchup. Curtis Blades, I'll go with him just because I've seen him fight, and he's also a heavy hitter. That's a heavyweight bout. I definitely give that one to Curtis. Besides that one, for your prelims, I guess I can say that the very first prelim fight will be Alex Morano against Carlos Leal. Morano is 24-11. Carlos Leal is 21-6. I'll give that one to Morano just because I've seen him fight and he is a good fighter. So I haven't seen Carlos Leal fight, so I'm not sure how that one will go. But I'll just give it to Morano because I know that name. And yeah, that being said, I don't know the other two that are fighting. I've never seen their names before. One of them is 10-0. Ray Ruya. He's 10-0 against Joshua Ban, who's 12-2. So that might be a pretty good matchup. And the other one is just kind of like these no names. Bruno Ferreira against Armin Petrosian. Bruno is 12-2. Armin is 9-4. They both kind of look like clowns to me, so I don't know. It might be a clown show for that one. Middleweight bout. Early prelims. I guess I'll mention Chris Gutierrez. I heard his name before. I don't remember his fight style. He's 21-6, and you got John Castaneda, who's 21-7. I mean, they both got pretty good even records, so that'll be a close one. That might be a good early prelims one to fight if you are into the early prelims fights. All right, and that being said, that is our other sports news for the UFC tomorrow, and that is, like I said, it is going to be a pay-per-view event because of the main event, who's like big names. So yeah, you guys might have to either stream east it for free, but you're going to have interruptions every once in a while, or you could just pay for the damn thing and don't have to worry about Dana White coming for your ass. So yeah. All right, let's get into some. You want to, Jay? You want to go first on this one, or should I do some Trump news first? Because I know you still got some other sports news that you wanted to report on.
Yeah, either one.
Okay,
either one.
All right, I'll just do it in order it is. I'll go with the Trump news. Basically, they did come out with today. Today they came out with the hiring expectations of U.S. companies, and basically U.S. hiring falls short of expectations in first full month of Trump term. Which this is not. I mean, this is just my personal opinion, but I'm not blaming Trump for this because this is his first full month in term, and basically this is just the after effects of what would have happened if Biden was still in office. That is my personal opinion. But yeah, it says the jobs report arrives at a turbulent moment for U.S. stocks trade relations. The U.S. added fewer jobs than economists expected in February, the first full month President Trump has been in office, according to government data. And me personally, I definitely feel that because I've been trying to apply for many jobs in the last like 2 months, and normally jobs that I can get easily, I have not been able to get. Employers hired 151,000 workers last month, falling short of expectations of 170,000. The unemployment rate ticked up to 4.1%, which remains a historically low figure. The stock market appeared to shrug off the solid, disappointing report. Each of the three major stock indexes ticked up on Friday, recovering some of their losses a day earlier. Hiring picked up from January, but fell slightly below the average number of jobs added each month last year. Speaking hours after the data release, Fed Chair Jerome Powell affirmed the strength of the U.S. economy. And I will get into it's a 1 minute and 51 second video. And basically it's one of the ABC reporters. She's going to break down for us the latest job reports in a much more professional manner. So I will show you guys that clip real quick so that we can just see her professional take on all this. So here is that report from, I guess it is ABC News, Alexis Christoforouris.
First, let's get to that breaking news. The new jobs report shows U.S. employers added 151,000 jobs in February. That's less than expected. Meanwhile, the unemployment rate rose to 4.1%. ABC News business reporter Alexis Christoforouris has more on that. So, Alexis, what do these numbers tell you?
It's not a bad report. It's not a spectacular report either. It shows that hiring picked up a little bit in the month of February. We were expecting 170,000 jobs added. We got a little more than 150. Better than in January, which, by the way, was revised a little bit lower. 125,000 jobs were added in January. Where we added the most jobs, again, I feel like it's a broken record, but healthcare, once again, 52,000 jobs added last month. Also, we saw some strength in financial services, also in transportation and warehousing. We did lose 10,000 federal jobs, federal workers last month. But, this report doesn't give us a full picture of the unemployment report. The data is collected mid-February, so it doesn't really reflect all of the federal layoffs that we saw under the Trump administration.
This is the first full jobs report of the second Trump administration. Given that caveat, what are you gleaning from these numbers, big picture?
Big picture is, look, we have a solid jobs report. The unemployment rate at 4.1% is still near a half-century low. So whatever shocks may be coming for the economy in the way of higher inflation because of the tariffs, at least we have a job market that's in pretty good shape heading into all of that. There were some other reports out this past week that paint a slightly weaker picture for the overall job market. A private payroll company came out and said that hiring did slow down quite a bit last month. Another survey showed that layoffs were the most in about 5 years. So we're starting to see some cracks in the job market, but for now things seem to be, on pretty solid footing.
All right, Alexis Christophorous, thank you.
All right, guys. So that is our jobs report, the U.S. economy. Like I said earlier, I don't think it really has much to do with Trump. This is his first month full in office, and this looks like it's just basically the after effects of the Biden administration, even though they're trying to say that some of these tariffs might be due to some of this. But this is more about hiring. So when she mentioned about how some of these federal workers got laid off, that actually doesn't have anything to do with the report, because this is how much the new companies are hiring people, not firing. So that's what that is. Jay, quick question. When I was showing that video, did you hear an echo in the background? Because I was hearing an echo.
No,
okay.
I didn't hear any echo. It sounded fine.
Okay, so
actually sounded good.
Okay, so it was just on me then. Okay, cool.
Yeah, sounded good.
All right, so let's get into some NFL news. Man, what's going on with my Raiders, brother?
Number one trend in the past couple hours. So the Raiders are gambling on the Seahawks' old quarterback, Geno Smith. They're getting rid of a third-round pick and trading for Geno Smith. I get that he played for Coach Carroll, but I'm not sold on this move. I don't think a lot of people are, because much love to Geno. I know he went to West Virginia. Jay Hard played for West Virginia, but I've seen what Geno's done with the Seahawks. And yeah, I'm not sold on this move at all, especially if you're trying to compete in the AFC West. So, I mean, honestly, I would have rather gone with a Russell Wilson. That's my take on it. But hey, I don't know where their head's going with this one, but Geno Smith, he played for Coach Carroll, so what do you do? I mean, you got slim pickings, I guess. I thought they were trading for Sam Darnold, but I don't know where that went. So I don't know. I'm not with it. It's very odd. What the hell? I don't see anyone. Yeah. I'm the only one there. You there? What's this guy doing? I don't know what this guy's doing. His phone went. I don't know what he's doing. He's playing with the thing.
Oh, I see
what are you? Are you okay?
Yeah. I didn't know what you were talking about, because what I did was I customized the screen so that it only showed you reporting about the Raiders.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like,
I actually didn't realize that it took me out of the whole thing.
It took you out, and it took the sound out. Actually,
yeah, that's the whole time I'm trying to talk to you. Like, what are you talking about? Was everything okay? Is everything okay?
Yeah, no one even saw you. I'm looking at the thing, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. I can see myself. Oh, I can see the screen, and then it's just you can't hear anything. And I'm like, oh, this is raw and uncut. Yeah, I'm here talking to myself. Wow.
Yeah, I was trying to play with it so that I can take myself out while you're reporting it, so that it would just show you, and then I made you look into a bigger screen. But I guess
I saw, but you're gonna have to figure out that audio part.
All right, sorry about that, guys. Like I said,
that was funny. That was real funny.
This is F It Friday, so why not F it, right?
But yeah, Geno Smith to the Raiders. I'm not sold.
Yeah,
I'm not sold. The Raiders are still going to be in the gutter. They're trash. They're not better than the Broncos. They're not better than, obviously, the Chiefs. And they're definitely not better than the Chargers. And getting Geno Smith there does not help at all.
Right.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm just yeah, like I said, I got love for Geno since he went to West Virginia, and my close homie went to West Virginia, but sorry, I'm just not. Yeah, I'm not sold on Geno Smith
Yeah, no, definitely.
bringing the Raiders to the promised land.
No, I feel it.
Yeah, man.
But
Yeah.
But and I mean, we talked about this earlier a little bit. That's what I was saying right before I cut myself off. Was that I got a feeling because, like you said, Geno Smith is he's not anybody really, but he did play under Pete Carroll. So I got a feeling that Pete Carroll is playing chess right now, and what he's doing is he's bringing back not only Geno Smith, but I think because all they did is they got rid of their their third round draft, right?
Yeah.
So they just got rid of the third round draft, but they didn't really pay a lot of money for Geno Smith to come to the Raiders.
No, not at all.
Yeah. So what's going to happen, in my opinion, is that the Raiders are still going to most likely try to go and acquire Russell Wilson as the starter. And it's going to be smart because if anything happens, because Russell Wilson is a little bit on the older side, they're going to have Geno Smith, who's also used to Pete Carroll's system, as the backup. And I think that's the chess move that Pete Carroll is trying to do there.
Recreate the Seattle Seahawks in Las Vegas.
And the quarter just within the quarterbacks, though, not the whole not the whole thing.
Oh, I know.
So I think that's what he's trying to do. At the end of the day.
Okay. I'm not sold, but okay. But it is the number one trend on Twitter.
Yeah.
Or X. Sorry.
Right.
It is the number one trend on X. I just thought it was hilarious, actually. So.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, like I was like, that's who's gonna take them to the promised land. All right. You know what I mean? But that's not I thought the other news that I read was way more important. So the other Seahawk, DK Metcalf, that he was forcing a trade, basically. It looks like he will be going to I think the Patriots. Patriots are gonna get either him or Chris Godwin. Two good receivers that the Patriots can use. They need a veteran wide receiver.
I got you.
And yeah, DK is a freak of nature. It'd be good to have him there, especially with a young quarterback like Drake May. Drake May looked good last year. He's a rookie. And to have a really, really good receiver, very helpful. Chris Godwin got good hands too. He played with Tom Brady. So either one of those would be cool. It'd be cool to get DK though, because like I said, DK is he's a matchup nightmare for any team.
Oh,
so,
for sure.
Especially if you're rebuilding, like, the Pats, they've been rebuilding ever since they lost Brady. So now that they have the pieces like a quarterback, they got defensive pieces. They got a coach in Mike Vrabel. Remember, you thought he was going to be the Raiders coach. Yeah, I know you remember that. But yeah, so they're rebuilding very good. I like the pieces, but to get DK, that would be nice.
Yeah, definitely.
It'd be nice to go there.
Ah, man, that's crazy.
That's better news than Geno Smith going to the Raiders.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I know. Raider fans.
It's all good.
It must be tough. It must be tough.
It's all good, man. You can't clown. You used to go. You went to the game. Went to the Raiders.
I used to go to plenty of Raider games. I went to plenty Niner games too. Yeah. I'm a Bay Area cat. You know what I mean? But Tom Brady going to your high school, you just that's what happens, man. Right. You live and breathe the Patriots for 2 decades. It's just okay, cool. That's what it is. You know what I mean? It goes with my Massachusetts roots, considering I'm a Celtics fan. You know?
Right.
So it just makes sense. It's full circle.
I know. So yeah, shout out to the 18 people watching. Please don't forget to hit the like, to subscribe, and share so that we can give you this alpha and everybody who you know. And shout out to Alyssa. She did write us a comment, and she put, "You guys are doing awesome, like always," with a heart. And we thank you for that. We try to be awesome, and we try to give you the awesomeness every day, the awesome sauce.
I'm surprised she didn't comment on the Raiders. She's a diehard Raider fan. So.
She did comment with "Get him," see, so I mean that could be pertaining to that, but
no, yeah, I'm sure that's what it is, because
she wants me to post a photo of us with the Raiders and my Bronco. That's her other comment that she wrote.
Oh yeah, anytime, man.
That might be for Monday because it's on my phone, and I wouldn't be able to do that.
That's one of my favorite photos, man. I'm sporting one of my favorite players' jerseys.
Yeah.
Shout out Heisman Woodson, bro. That was one of my favorite players growing up.
I know, and she did right just for you, Jay. She put Raider Nation for life. That's right. That's right.
Yeah, well, like I said, I've been to Oakland Raider games. Too bad they're in Vegas now. There's no more black hole, no more. You can't wear the other team's jerseys. It's not. No one's afraid to go to a Raider game no more. So now she has to understand that. You've been to Raider games, or I've been to Raider. You've been to Oakland, right?
Yeah.
When it was in Oakland.
Yeah.
I used to see batteries, sandwiches, beer poured on anyone that was not wearing a Raider jersey, and I was like, damn. You think they do that in Las Vegas? No. Las Vegas, I saw a Raider fan going, yeah, and he broke something like a little piece. They kicked him right out. I was like, yep, that's Vegas life, bro.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, there's much more. It's not Oakland.
That's what. Thank you. So their home field advantage that they had is no longer. If you go to a game, and I've seen the games on TV, people from because you when you go to Vegas, you're from everywhere. You know that. Yeah. And you're sporting all your stuff,
right?
And that's what I mean. It's not a home field advantage no more, and It's beautiful.
Definitely. And we also do have we got DTW in the house. What's up, DTW? Thanks for the love. He wrote Death Row. He's talking about my hat, and we appreciate that. I'm glad you noticed because today I got the Death Row. I'm supporting the Lakers because we got a rivalry coming up tomorrow, Celtics against Lakers. So we definitely I wanted to show some love to LA, So that's why I got that on today. And Alyssa did write also Woodson Interception Wine. And so that's Charles.
I do, yeah. So Charles Woodson had one of the best wines I've ever had, man.
Yep.
Like, I'm not even lying to you. It was one of the most best tasting wines I've ever had. Yeah. Even better than the Coppola wines.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I mean, his wine is so smooth. Like, one of the best wines I've ever had, man.
Yeah, and I think Alyssa, she does agree with you because she also wrote delicious stuff with the hands.
Yeah, it's literally one of the best wines I've had. I would definitely endorse Charles Woodson's wine. He definitely knows what he's doing, people. That dude is he knows what he's doing with wine.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of the best tasting stuff I've had, man. And I don't really drink a lot, but let me tell you, wine wine is really healthy for you. Yeah. And I don't, obviously, when I'm in season, like in lifting and stuff, I don't drink it. But when I have a day where it's like, hey, you know what, I've been grinding, I did good, and I want to relax, I'll have some wine. And if it's Charles Woodson wine, primo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't go wrong with that. They used to drink that in Jesus's day, bro.
Oh, I already know, man.
Water and wine, keep a clear mind. Boom! Boom!
That's funny.
That's the truth, man.
Yeah. I believe it. Although Jesus' times, I'm sure the wine tasted much different than today's wines, man.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm totally sure. But it's something that's been around, like I said, that's it's a part of like your system, man. I know. It's grapes.
Definitely.
We want to get technical. It's grapes.
I know.
Fermented.
You know what's funny though is for the longest time when I was a kid, everybody always told me, oh, wine is made out of grapes, and I always thought it was like the grapes that we eat at the supermarket, but actually
so you just ate hella?
So I was like, yeah, shit, I'm gonna get drunk, man. But then,
oh my god,
as you get older, you realize that those grapes are actually totally different grapes that
oh yeah,
are not the grapes that you get at the supermarket.
Yeah, obviously. That's kind of funny.
It is what it is.
That is kind of funny, man.
Alyssa's laughing with me on that one.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, bro. But yeah, that's some good stuff, man.
Yeah, definitely.
It's very good stuff.
Definitely. All right, guys. Well, let us move on. I wanted to report that there was a pro-Palestinian protest at a college. I believe the college was Barnard College in New York City. Let me share the screen with you guys. So today there was basically NYPD. They had to clear the protest because there was also not only a protest, but there was a bomb threat with the protest that went along with it. So this was in Manhattan. This says tensions boiled over on the Barnard College campus Wednesday as police drove out an encampment of protesters after a bomb threat was called in at the city where they were occupying. The college confirmed in a statement that in the midst of de-escalation efforts, Barnard received a specific threat of a bomb in the Milstein Center. Police arrested at least 9 protesters who allegedly refused to leave. Bernard College, the affiliate of Columbia, which is across the street, has been besieged by protests for weeks after the school expelled 2 students it says invaded a modern Israel history class, handing out flyers containing anti-Semitic imagery. That led to demands for their reinstatement. Last week, a group took over a classroom building, and Wednesday it was the school's library where college officials pleaded with protesters to talk. We've asked you, please identify yourselves, as an administrator said, only to be drowned out, and in many cases by masked, anonymous demonstrators. Even the college president got on the phone with them, but the call went nowhere. The dean, Greenwich, and I are happy to meet tomorrow on Friday morning with 3 unmasked representatives and 2 of our Barnard students, and we can talk about this issue and others. One protester said, our demand is to reinstate the expelled students because of how unjust this process has been, and that we don't intend on leaving until that happens. In a statement, the school suggested patience is wearing thin. Our academic mission is at the heart of what we do. Disruptions to that mission are an affront to the purpose of higher education and cannot be tolerated. Police determined there was no bomb threat in the building and they left, but not before arresting at least 9 people. Despite that, protesters say they are undeterred and likely to come back. So yeah, I don't know, Jay. I do have it's like a 2-minute clip of those news details that I just said. Should we play that, or do you think what I just said was too much to get all up anyway?
No, it's on you, man. I mean, if there's a part of it that's like, I haven't watched it, so I don't know the clip.
Okay, I personally have not watched it myself. Let me see if
Could be a good part of it.
Yeah, let's just see if it says anything good about it. That way,
that's what I mean.
I'll stop it if it's pretty much not. But let's see.
Yeah, if it's something you already reported, then it's different.
All right, let me play this for you guys then.
Tonight at Barnard College in Upper Manhattan between New York cops and pro-Palestinian protesters. It is now over, but not before at least 9 arrests tonight. Arrests of people protesting the expulsion of some students. And the pressure is on. President Trump threatening last night that colleges allowing illegal protests could lose their federal funding. At Barnard College tonight for us, here's Josh Riley.
Tensions boiled over at Barnard College this evening. Police in the driving rain driving out an encampment of protesters after a bomb threat against the building they'd occupied this afternoon. But they wouldn't leave, and so arrests and anger at one of America's premier institutions of higher education. Barnard College, the affiliate of
Cool. So yeah, I mean, I guess that was a little bit interesting because we didn't hear the whole Trump part, So I guess, but I stopped. We didn't have to go into more than that, But yeah, so that's kind of crazy. They're having all those protests there. It is true, and I guess the whole thing, like what we were reporting on, that they're talking about higher education and that this disrupts it. They're really trying to. I mean, they're not talking about Trump, but they are, just without saying Trump's name, because obviously, if they allow this to keep going, then what's going to happen is Trump is not going to give them any more federal funding. So it is in Bernard's College best interest to stop these protests, because you're going to lose out on a lot of money, and that money probably is going to go to everybody in that college campus. So it kind of, I don't know. I understand what the protesters and what they're doing, but at the same time, you're going to affect not just everybody else, but you're going to affect yourselves if you guys keep prolonging these protests. I mean, that's the way I see it, at the end of the day. So yeah, that being said, shout out to the 21 people watching, and let us get into some celebrity news. What is the latest on Gene Hackman's death, brother?
Oh, well, basically Gene Hackman and his, his wife, they basically came out. So Alzheimer's is trending right now, big on X, and so I was like, okay, why is it trending? And apparently Gene Hackman died from heart disease with advanced Alzheimer's. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then so they say that was a significant contributing factor, but also that his, like you said, you reported before, his wife had died a week before,
Right.
And she died from hantavirus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so it's just, I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of missing pieces there for me, especially with their dog dead as well. So
yeah.
I know it's only Alzheimer's is trending. Yeah. So I left it at that. But, there's still a lot of things in there that are a lot of to piece together. You know what I'm saying?
You know where I think that, I mean, for me personally, for this to make sense, the only way that this would make sense for me personally is if they found that the dog died from starvation. Then this could make sense because I can see what would happen.
Starvation.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
In
explain.
the closet?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I'm gonna explain this to you and to the Average Day Joe's community. If they find out that the dog died from starvation, then that would make sense because what would have happened is the wife died first a week before. Gene Hackman, who was supposedly suffering from advanced Alzheimer's disease, probably didn't know that she died or didn't realize the whole situation. So I can see that he didn't report it. And then all of a sudden, she wasn't giving his medication, so the medication was open, right? The bottles they found open medication, so that would have made sense because he wasn't receiving that medication, and he probably didn't know because of Alzheimer's.
Okay.
And basically, he probably wasn't the one taking care of their dog, so the dog probably started getting agitated and barking at Gene Hackman, and because if he was suffering from advanced Alzheimer's, to be able to get rid of that threat to him. And not knowing that it was his dog, and he probably was not comprehending the whole situation, he could have put the dog in the closet, and the dog would have died from starvation. That's the only true way I see that this could have probably been.
Very interesting. Yeah, very interesting. I don't know about. I get where you're going with that.
That's the only way I can see. If the dog died of starvation, I can see that this could have happened. But this still doesn't explain how we reported a week ago how. The neighbors, they talked to him like a few weeks before, and they were able to talk to both of them. And it wouldn't have also. Why didn't we hear from the children of Gene Hackman that he was suffering from Alzheimer's advanced stages?
Yeah.
None of that was ever mentioned until right now when he was dead. You know what I mean?
Yes, exactly.
So all of that still does not add up, and this is where.
That's what I mean. It's very weird.
Very fishy.
Very, very fishy. So,
And all of a sudden, his wife died from, like, people don't just die from, I mean, what did you say was the name of the thing she died from?
Rare infectious disease called hantavirus.
Okay, so any kind of virus, when it gets in you, you feel really shitty. Like, you're not going to just die from a virus right away. You know what I mean? You die from viruses in an eventual, like, manner. So for her to just have died all of a sudden from some kind of virus, that shit don't add up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know what hantavirus is. I didn't do the research on it.
Yeah.
I actually never heard of it. Hantavirus.
I'm saying, like, dude, they just be coming up with names, man. I mean, shit, man.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I mean. So it says it's a virus that includes it's naturally found in rodents.
Yeah,
that's kind of it's weird. I don't know.
Yeah. It says
pulmonary, so it's pulmonary.
Yeah,
okay.
It says hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, a rare disease caused by a flu-like virus spread through rodent droppings.
Rodent droppings, huh?
So I mean, yeah. So what are they trying to say, that she's eating rodent droppings and she?
I don't know. I don't know. That's what I mean. Very, very sketch, man. I don't know. Very weird.
And the pills that they found, it's not like it was pills for the flu. I mean, they would have said that. You know what I mean? So now they might try to go back and try to make this all sound right after they listen to our show and what I just said, the way I said it.
Right.
You know what I mean? But none of this shit makes sense, man. And
of course not.
You know, this is, to me, this is definitely some kind of cover up, man. And
of course,
out of all places, it's going to be done in New Mexico, which is one of the most corrupt states, and politicians are the most corrupt there, with the police being also super corrupt there. So
I've been told. So I've been told.
Yeah. So that does make sense to me. I'm sure DTW can vouch for what I'm just saying right now too. Shout out to the 505 though. I still love you guys.
Oh my God, the 505. That's funny. Definitely. That's funny, man.
Definitely. Oh well, yeah, man. So we definitely, you know, we here. We want you guys to think outside the box, and that's why we are reporting on this still.
Always. Well, it's trending high, bro. It's trending, not like Geno Smith is trending very high, obviously, but Alzheimer's is trending high too. It's like only a couple down from it, so exactly. You know, usually it's trending for other things, but it's trending for this right now. And you know, like I said, more stuff is going to come out about that. You know how it works.
Definitely.
So,
All right, guys. Well, like we said before, R.I.P. to Gene
Gene
Hackman
Hackman and his wife and
to
his dog.
German Shepherd.
It's terrible, man. It's terrible.
All right. So for the last of our trending topics, we got a guy from South Carolina. He was an inmate. His name is Brad Sigmund. Let me pull this up for you guys. And the reason why this inmate is trending because basically since 2010, he actually was executed in South Carolina by a firing squad for the first time since 2010. That's kind of crazy. I mean, I don't know if that was his choice. Let me try to get into this a little bit. So he's a convicted double murderer. He's been executed by firing squad. The first execution since 2010. The execution of him, he was 67 years old, is only the fourth firing squad execution in the U.S. since capital punishment was reinstated in 1976. So it was his choice over the two other state-approved methods of execution, which is by lethal injection or the electric chair. He was pronounced dead by a physician at 6:08 p.m. He was convicted of a 2001 death of his ex-girlfriend's parents after their murders. He kidnapped his ex-girlfriend at gunpoint, but he managed to escape. And the final statement shared by his lawyer, he said, "I want my closing statement to be one of love and a calling for my fellow Christians to help us end the death penalty." He quoted several Bible passages that emphasize forgiveness in the law. Nowhere does God in the New Statement give man the authority to kill another man, he said. One of Sigma's authorities, Gerald Bo King, said shortly after the execution that his client's death was horrifying and violent. He chose the firing squad knowing that 3 bullets would shatter his bones and destroy his heart, but that was the only choice he had after the state's 3 executions by lethal injection inflicted prolonged and potentially torturous deaths on men he loved like brothers. Yeah, so pretty much that's what I wanted to say. Yeah, so I don't know, Jay. What do you think, man? If you were on death row and you had those 3 choices, which one would you have chosen?
I don't know. I've never thought of that ever in my life.
That's why we live raw and uncut, and we get to choose now.
I don't know, man. I probably the quickest out of the 3. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I would say I definitely wouldn't want to be done through an electric chair. Like I can't even picture my brain getting electrocuted. And then after watching The Green Mile, I mean, that shit horrifies me.
I've been electrocuted, so I know.
No, I've been electrocuted too, and
that's what I mean.
No,
it actually, you know, the weird part, after I was electrocuted by a high voltage device, it like sparked a lot in me, in my mind. It was crazy.
I know. Definitely.
Weird. It was weird because it was crazy. Yeah, it was weird.
Okay, so the electric chair. So are you saying that would have been your choice, electric chair?
No, the quickest one. I don't know, whichever was the quickest.
I mean, probably the firing squad, because like they said, the lethal injection sometimes takes a little bit, and it's kind of like you're still alive, but your brain is already dead, and like you.
Oh hell no! I don't want that. Yeah. I wouldn't do that. So yeah, it'd probably be the fastest one, whichever one's just get it over with.
Yeah.
You know, I'd even go, you know, the old school times. You know what I mean? Just, you know,
with the head chopped off.
Yeah, anything that's just quick.
Okay, but if you had just those 3 choices and you had to choose, what would have been?
Like I told you, I don't know which one's the fastest. I'd have to Google it. Which one is fast? You know.
Yeah.
My mind doesn't work like that though. I've never once thought of anything like that. That's crazy.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, but yeah, the fastest one, whichever one that is. Yeah. I wouldn't know which one the fastest one out of those 3 is. But
yeah, that's it's all bad.
Crazy.
Either all 3, the way I see them, is going to be painful. So I don't, you know what I mean? Like I don't like the fastest one. I understand, but
yeah, I don't even think of the pain. Like what? I mean, it's going to happen no matter what if you're in that situation. So why not go with the quickest out of the 3?
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, quickest might be the electric chair, but just having all that voltage going through you, that could be just very painful. And then and then like I said, the whole injection is probably super painful. So I don't know. I think that leaves me with the firing squad, and I understand why he probably chose that one. I mean, if we're going off of just the quickest one, I think
well, you're probably done. Yeah, with the firing squad, you're probably done in like once, like you said, like 5 bullets, you're done.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
done.
You probably got like 10 dudes shooting at him, and they're all probably
That's
getting.
what I mean. And once they all hit, it's done.
But
Like a second later.
But being on the funny side of this thing, me being me personally, you know what I would have done, bro, if I did choose the firing squad as my last little, so that this will be reported in the news type thing afterwards. Even though I would probably have died from all these bullets.
Well,
I would have tried to pull a Matrix Neo on them, bro, and I would have just like put my hand out as the bullets are coming at me and say stop, and I would have tried to stop those bullets from hitting me.
oh my God.
I mean, who knows? Who knows? And then it would have been reported in the news like, dude got killed, but at least he tried to like go all out and do the whole deal thing.
Oh my God.
I mean, holy shit, man! You get a little bit of celebrity, celebrityism up in there. Why not?
Well, my mind says to pretend I got hit, and then go out
You
and fight.
You would have pretended. It shouldn't have been pretended. If there's a firing squad that knows how to shoot guns.
No, but I'm saying like, even if you did get hit once, just
go
try
down.
to fall quick. Yeah, exactly. Just go down.
Like right as you hear the shots, just fall down and
Exactly. That's what I would do.
To have some packets of ketchup on you and shit, bro.
Yeah, just boom, collapse. Like you may get hit like one time on the way down, but you know what I mean? Like that's what I would do. I'd pretend. And then try to fight after.
Yeah, the messed up part would have been if like just to make sure you're dead, they would have like they would have.
Oh, they would put something. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and just shot
that
you
would suck.
4 times.
That would suck.
Really were alive. Oh, fuck. All right, I'm dead.
But you never know, man. There's always human error, man. What if they're like, okay, he's not moving, and then the coroners come out, put on the little table, you know what I mean, and then you're like, oh, and then you like a movie.
Yeah. Exactly.
Be like, all right, cool. Now I got to get my ass out of here. How do I do this?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all bad. All bad. I don't know, man. I mean, if I was on death row, I think honestly, to avoid all of that situation, I would probably just say fuck it and do it Aaron Hernandez style, doggy. That's what I would have done.
Okay.
Why go through all that pain when I could just
not for me, but yeah, I get it.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, to me, that's the best way because you controlling your own life at that point. You're not, I mean, I it sucks if you're not in control of that,
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you choose that lifestyle by getting to that position.
Oh no, definitely. I understand. Yeah. But, I mean, there is. I definitely guarantee you, there's people that probably got killed before that have been innocent, but somehow got, you know what I mean? It was like they got framed.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I mean, I guess if that was the situation, then I would have probably done it that way myself. All right, well, let us move on and let us get into some movie of the day with Jay. It looks like you're watching Saw today, huh?
Oh, good work. Yeah, I was in a Saw mood, man. I'm glad you knew that. That's very impressive that you knew that. I'm like, damn, he knew that. This is the first one, by the way.
That's why I knew it, because that was my favorite one.
Oh yeah, this one it's killer, bro.
Right.
Like this series was so good. There's over 10 now.
No, I know.
Like, I mean, man, Saw, like, I mean, talk about changing the game in like horror, bro.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite movies that ever came out. I was like, man, you know what I mean? Like, whew, you know what I mean? To be a killer, and then like you basically put someone in a position where you have to sacrifice something on you, or you die.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's technically not killing anyone.
Right.
That's dope, man. Like talk about that's fascinating to me, the thinking.
Yeah, definitely.
Like the writers of this, man, they really killed it.
Definitely. I mean, yeah, I was like thinking outside the box in a major way.
Yes. That's what I mean. That's like, man, that's like, it's kind of like, yeah, just it's not really like Seven, the movie the other day, but you're taking that premise just to another level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, man. One of my favorite movies though, ever, for sure.
Definitely. So yeah, I mean, for the people who haven't seen it, just kind of maybe do a little quick like who is the guy? Like how is the whole movie going? What
yeah, basically, I mean, you basically have this guy. He's diagnosed with a cancer. Like hey, you only have this amount of time to live, and then like there's a lot of things that happen to him too that I don't want to give away. But basically, a lot of the people that kind of that I'll say he how do I put this? I don't want to give too much away. Basically, a lot of people who are not satisfied with their life,
Yeah.
he goes after, and he wants them, like he gives them the decision to choose the right way in life, basically, or die.
Right.
Like, he's basically, yeah. So like, because obviously, he kind of in that sense is, oh, I would give anything to not have this cancer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So he's going after people who definitely choose, like, who are living life just not how they should, basically. He's basically playing, in other words, God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's basically playing that role. And it's like, man, but like, I mean, the whole, like I said, the thinking in the movie is just magnificent, man. It's crazy to me. Like the writers.
Yeah. So they basically like set up all these traps for people, and these people
Yes.
could get out of these traps if they think outside the box to do it.
Yeah. Not even think outside the box. They got to sacrifice mostly something on themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whether it's like however you were sinning, basically. That's why I said it's kind of like Seven.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just a trip. It's a trip how they did it, man. You know what I mean? But and like I said, this started a whole franchise of there's over 10 now.
I know.
That's crazy to me. I'm like, damn,
Yeah, definitely.
crazy.
That's crazy. So 1 to 10, what would you give that movie? 10?
Oh, without a doubt, bro. Without a doubt.
I can agree with you on that one, just because the first one, it actually scared me. I don't get scared easily, bro, and that shit kind of scared me. I was like, damn.
It scared you?
Because I mean, not.
What part though? What part? What part? I didn't know what part scared you.
Let me tell you this: it's not that it scared me; it horrified me. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
I used the wrong word. It horrified me, and the main part that horrified me was when dude had to chop off his leg to try to get out of the.
I knew the ankle. You mean?
Yeah, the ankle. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I mean. So perfect example, bro. He put it to where, okay, I'll give you the option. You want to get out of this? You either, you have to cut your ankle off, and then you're going to have to, since you're a doctor and a surgeon, you're going to have to cut it off, stop the blood, get out, and then I'll give you your get out of jail free card, basically.
But he did hide a key for him, remember? So he
exactly. But what did they do in the beginning? These geniuses.
I know.
Oh, let's just open the plug, and then boom, the key went down the drain.
Exactly. But
that's what I mean.
Like I said, he did have a way out of not having to hurt himself.
Yes. But if they worked together.
Yeah.
They did not work together. Why? Because dude was the one taking pictures of him doing all the adultery or whatever. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, classic movie, bro. Classic movie.
I know.
So that horrified you when he cut his ankle off?
Yeah, it was like, oh my god, like what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like,
well, think about it. His wife and his kid, they're being held hostage by someone he knows, and he can't get to them. Yeah. What do? You're put in a situation. Would you cut your ankle off to get out? Because you're going to live. You're a surgeon. You could stop that blood. Hey, let's get a boot to replace it. Hey, I got to get to him. Right. You know what I mean? But, would you do that? That's tough.
But if I remember, in order for him to get to that point, even he still had to have killed the other dude that he was sharing that bathroom with, right?
No, that was in the cards. Oh. That was a part of the rules. Okay. He didn't have to kill him because he tried to play it off. Remember, like, oh, here's a cigarette that's remember, poison.
Yeah. I bet you that's where Breaking Bad took their that part from of that.
For sure, without a doubt, because this came out before Breaking Bad.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man.
And what's funny, so we got Alyssa write in that she put Jay knows. So basically, she's scared. She was horrified by all of it. So she put, I am not into scary movies, and then she put that this is our only real disagreement.
Yeah, she's just. So she saw X with me in 40X. So in Saw X, have you seen Saw X or no?
Saw X. I'm not sure. I think I've seen
it was one of the newest ones.
No, probably not.
Okay, so basically, there's this woman and she's put in a device, and the only way she could get out and to have the machine weigh the right thing is by chopping off her whole leg, not the ankle, the whole leg.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and she didn't do it in time, and then so she's like, she was saying, I was so horrified by that part.
She wrote, "I'm a lover, not a fighter." Classic.
Oh my god. Oh jeez.
Classically beyond scary.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't find this stuff like scary. I find it more fascinating with the psychology part. Like,
Well, I mean,
wow, you know what I mean?
that too. But I mean, and like I said, I used the wrong words, not scary, but horrified. And I'm sure some of the parts you've kind of found horrifying too. Like I don't remember which saw this was, but do you remember that one where that girl had that whole mechanical piece on her head that basically her head?
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's
So she survived.
yeah, but then that shit was horrifying, bro.
That was awesome.
She had,
Because so she was smart enough to understand what she had to do. And yeah, the funny part is that she actually, since she survived it, what did he do? Oh, this will be my successor.
Yeah.
And then he used her to put on the legacy. And that's what I mean. So she survived the thing. He gave her life back by earning it, by not being a junkie. And then she carried on the legacy.
Right.
You see what I mean? Oh, man, awesome films, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm telling you. Next level stuff, man. Yeah, one of my favorite series, though, because like I said, I watched Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, all the stuff we watched growing up, right?
Yeah.
And then you have something like this come out, like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
Like, totally, like, still horror, but now it's like, oh, damn, you got to, like, think about it.
Mental horror.
Exactly. Like, oh, damn, they're really using that now. Oh, man, awesome.
I know.
Yeah, man.
And apparently this is how so Alyssa wrote, that's how this man knows for real I'm in love with him. I soldiered it out and went to that with him.
Who says this, man? Like, dude, come on, man. First of all, you watching the film in 40x. Like that alone right there, that says it all. You know what I mean?
I know.
But yeah, no, it was a really good film if you didn't see that one, man.
Let me ask you, when you were younger, especially, is there any scary movie that kind of did scare you though? Which one?
Only one. It was called Poltergeist.
Oh, Poltergeist scared you. Okay.
That's the only thing that's ever scared me. Or I'll give you two. Poltergeist when I was a kid, and then like after I believe it was right after high school, I watched there was an Exorcist movie.
Okay.
And I was watching it just chilling, at night, late night. I was like, I just got done with work, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna throw on. There was a new Exorcist movie at the time. I was like, I'm gonna watch this, and bro, that so I'm obviously Roman Catholic. Yeah. Watching Exorcist type movies just freaks me out.
Yeah, definitely.
Like that's something that really does freak me out because I believe in all that stuff.
Yeah,
I know they do that stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? So anything that is kind of like that freaks me out, bro. So those are the only two I'd say that have ever scared me. Obviously, one where I was a kid, the Poltergeist one. But I watched it recently, bro. I was like, oh, this is cool. That ain't bad. Yeah. And then, but Exorcist ones, bro, that takes me to next levels, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Looks like Alyssa agrees with you on that one with the emojis that she just put up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Poltergeist I saw when I was like, I think I was 6 or 7.
Yeah.
And man, I was freaked out, bro. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I was freaked out. And then I never saw it. I never saw it until recently, like a month ago.
Yeah.
So imagine that many years goes in between, and then like I watched it, and I was cool this time, but as a kid, I was like horrified.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
For me, being a kid though, I mean, obviously I seen it later on in life again, and then after that, it was funny to me. But as a kid, what really got to me, bro, was it. The clown movie. The clown. And it wasn't that it was scary, but I got scared of clowns after that. Like I never had.
Oh, you just have. Yeah. So you have a paranoia of clowns, man.
But after that movie, I did, and because that movie was it wasn't like, I mean, as a kid, it wasn't like I didn't really see, like I think it was more subliminal because it wasn't like after the movie I'm like, oh my god, I'm so scared of clowns now. It was more.
Okay.
I saw the movie, then like a few months later, I saw some clown on the street in Millbury doing some shit, and I was like, oh shit, I don't even want to approach this clown. Like
I don't even want to approach the clown. Oh, that's hilarious, man. That's hilarious.
Right.
There were some people I knew growing up that had a fear of clowns, though.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I'm sure they probably watched it, and that's what made it happen. That's what
I totally believe that. I totally believe that. That didn't scare me. I thought it was fun. I'm not scared of clowns at all.
And apparently, you and Alyssa just had a date night 2 weeks ago where you watched the first Poltergeist with her.
Yeah, I told you it was like less than a month ago. Yeah, and that was the first time I had seen it since I was a kid.
Got you.
Literally, we watched it at like 4 a.m. I had it on the DVR.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, damn, you know, because I hadn't seen it since I was a kid. I was like, yeah, let's throw this on. And I watched it. I was like, damn, okay.
Yeah.
But I wasn't, not scared. I'm not scared of a lot these days, man.
And Alyssa made a good point with the whole clown thing, because I did see this clown horror movie too, and it actually, I think, combined with it, that scared the shit out of me. Of clowns, and that was Killer Clowns of Outer Space. I don't know if you ever seen that one or not.
No, I don't even know what
That one was it was kind of a crazy, like, you had these huge clowns, bro, and then they would shoot this like pink bubble stuff onto people, and these people they got harvested by them, bro, into these like pink bubbles. Oh, dude, it was scary, and then they would suck their blood out of these bubbles. Oh, dude, it was.
You said Killer Clowns of Outer Space.
Yeah, dog, it was some crazy shit, man. You got to see that movie. You might.
Yeah, I never seen that one, bro. I'll tell you that I never seen that one.
Well, Alyssa's the one that mentioned it, so she definitely is gonna have to put you on game for that one.
Oh yeah, I could watch that. I'm not scared of clowns. Like I said, there's not much these days to scare me, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Not at all. Like, but yeah, like I said, Exorcist stuff, most definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
Most definitely.
So which from the Saw movie, which actor do you want to go off of?
It's up to you, bro. We could, since you mentioned the horrified part, we could go with that dude, Cary Elwes. He's a great actor, and he's in hella movies I love.
Lawrence Gordon from the Saw.
Yeah. He was, dude. If you see, he's got a whole like his movie list is insane good, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
so we can go with him. So, what is your favorite movie of his?
Yeah,
Elwes.
I will have to go with he's in so many, bro. I'm gonna go with, I mentioned this one before, and I'll bring it back up. But he was the murderer in Kiss the Girls.
Okay.
One of my favorite movies out there. Like, excellent film.
Never seen.
So I'll go with that one.
Uh-huh.
And I gotta go with The Crush, because I gotta throw in Alicia Silverstone in there. Okay. So he was. Have you seen that?
No. The Crush. Yeah, I've seen The Crush, but not The Crush.
Yeah. So Kiss the Girl's excellent, but The Crush as well. That was a great movie.
That's a 1993 movie. That's a classic right there.
Yeah. That was like one of Alicia Silverstone's first movies.
Yeah. Definitely.
But you saw that one, right? Where he was like trying to find a place to live, and she just crushed on him, and then everything happened.
Yeah, he was like wasn't he like a doctor, and she came to his house like it was like raining or some shit?
No, he was a news reporter.
Oh, a news reporter.
And she was so smart and obviously good looking that she would write his stories for him. Like, she was articulate, she was just ahead of her game, and she looked like she was older. So she was trying to get with him, obviously.
Oh yeah, and she was.
Remember?
Age. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then he dissed her. What did she do? She just marked up his nice ass old school. Remember?
I remember that.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. Like, I was like, damn, man, you know what I mean? Like, but that's a classic film, one of my favorites.
And they should have done a. So remember Mark Wahlberg's movie that kind of similar, but it was him doing it.
No.
What was the name of that movie? The Mark Wahlberg.
Oh,
movie?
Fear.
Fear. That would have been crazy if after both those movies they put one with Alicia Silverstone and him together and made a kind of movie like that of both of them doing some crazy shit like that.
Yeah, that would have been dope. Actually, you're right.
Yeah.
The two crazy ones.
Exactly.
That would have been crazy. That would have been good. I didn't even think of that, man. That would have been a good one.
Definitely.
For sure.
So for Cary Elwes, what is your underrated movie of his?
Underrated. I'm gonna have to go with because he wasn't the star in it, Liar Liar.
Liar. Okay.
Yeah, because he was the dorky, the dorky boyfriend.
Yeah.
That Jim Carrey used to make fun of.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. I was actually gonna use that one as well, but you mentioned it, so that's good.
Well, I mean, to me that's underrated because, like I said, he was a dorky boyfriend. Yeah. And he obviously he had a big role, but it wasn't big. It's obviously Jim Carrey's movie.
And that's what I'm saying. It's not that the movie's underrated; it's his part in it that's underrated.
Exactly. That's why. Yeah, that's why I mean that. Like, Jim Carrey's part outshines everyone.
Definitely.
So if you didn't watch it, you wouldn't even know homie's in it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
He has so many good movies, but I would say for me, since you did take Liar Liar, I would say my favorite movie of his. I can go with two because I like both of these. So he was in Days of Thunder with Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yep. So
it's a good movie.
That was a good movie. And then I don't know if you ever been on the ride in Great America back in the day. They had the Days of Thunder ride.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, dude, that
It was one of the first, the cinema type rides,
exactly, and that really got into like car racing. I think like that movie and everything.
Yeah, that's a great movie, man.
Exactly.
That's a great movie.
So I would say that would be my favorite, and I can also go with he did a lot of funny movies, and he was also in Hot Shots, 1991. That was a really funny movie. So I can go with that one as a second one, or even I could say Dracula. That was a really good one that he did.
Okay, I'll take that.
As far as underrated, I'm gonna go with two: a funny one and a serious one. Underrated, I would say, funny, Robin Hood, Men in Tights. That was
great.
Yep.
Stop. That's iconic right there, bro.
Definitely. And then I'll mention two underrated that he was in. One of them, the other one will be Twister, 1996.
He was in Twister?
Yeah, he was in Twister. So that one I can mention as underrated.
It's weird. I don't even remember him in that.
Yeah, he was in that one. And then another underrated of his, an '89 classic, and that was a real big cast that he was in. That was Glory, and that had Denzel and Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah. So I would say those are underrated of his, and those are obviously.
I'm tripping off the Twister aspect. I remember that movie well.
Yeah. No, he was in that one.
It's weird because I don't remember him in that. I remember
he was the doctor, Dr. Jonas Miller, in that movie.
I remember Bill Paxton, Helen Hunt. I don't remember him in that. That's weird. I even remember Philip Seymour in that.
So he was the guy in Twister who was the rival of because they were both trying to.
Okay.
So he was the privately funded rival. Dr. Jonas.
That's it. You're right. I got it.
Yep.
I totally forgot he was in that movie. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Totally forgot. That's a good movie too.
So he had a pretty good underrated part in that one. So I can use those as my underrated ones.
That's a good one.
Other notable mentions, I would say he was in A Christmas Carol in 2009. That was a good one.
With Jim Carrey?
Yeah,
he was.
Yeah, with Jim Carrey. Yeah, he was in that one in 2009.
Huh.
Another one, he was in. I think he was in Saw 3, the final chapter.
Yeah, he basically that's not 3. That's a little farther down. But he because they brought him back.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. So he, after the whole cutting off of the ankle, they bring him back because then he's actually working with Jigsaw.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was cool bringing him back later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh damn, he's actually pulling some strings because he survived.
And I don't know if you remember, but he was actually in Saw 2 as well in 2005.
Yeah, I know.
So he was in all. So he was like in the first 3 Saws. Yeah. That's crazy.
And then the final chapter, they call it the final chapter, but it wasn't the final chapter.
Yeah, of course.
But that's what I mean, because they brought him back because he ended up killing the other cop that was carrying the legacy.
Right.
Awesome series, bro. I'm telling you. I gotta watch the whole series now. I have to.
No, exactly.
No, I have it. I have the whole series. So I have to watch the whole series now. It's gonna happen now.
Got you.
Oh, for sure.
And then he was also a notable mention. He was also in Tom Cruise, the M111 Mission.
I know Mission Impossible for sure.
Yeah, so he was in that one. I could say that's a notable mention of his movies. I don't know. Do you any other ones in mind that you think of?
No, not that I can think of. But I'm just gonna tell you this: I need to watch The Crush too because I haven't seen that in a long time.
I know.
I really have to watch that.
I know.
Hey, ASAP, bro, because I haven't seen that in hell long. I love that movie.
Right.
That's solid. That's a solid one.
He did have actually a role in No Strings Attached with Ashton Kutcher and what's her name, Mila Kunis.
Really?
Yeah, it's showing that it's one under his name that he was in that movie. And so that will be a notable mention. And I guess I don't know if you ever seen in 2001 the Unholy. I guess he was in that one too.
So I didn't see that. I know that came out during COVID, I think.
Yeah, 2021.
Yeah. I didn't see it, but I remember the preview for it. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
So it's probably one I do have to see because those are the type of movies that get to me.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
it's that Roman Catholic in me, bro.
Exactly. And I guess he also played he depicted in the movie Pope John Paul II. He was
I heard.
Yeah, he was one of the actors that acted as Pope John Paul II, including John Wayne. You know.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. So I guess that's our notable mentions that we can say.
Well, like I said, he has a very good catalog, bro. He was a very solid actor. Definitely a solid actor.
He did also
what I'm saying?
he did do TV shows, and my favorite TV show that he was in was, which I know you haven't seen, but I told you to see, was Stranger Things. He was in that one.
Yeah, I never saw that.
And one that you would have seen that he was in, I don't know if you remember that he was in that one, was the X-Files.
I do remember X-Files.
Yeah, so he was in that one too.
I didn't. Yeah, what, like a guest star?
Probably.
Yeah,
He was-
probably.
yeah, so pretty cool.
I used to love watching that when I was younger, man. X-Files.
Oh, I know.
It was always on Friday nights, at like 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah. Primetime television right there, bro.
Definitely. I know. What's Alyssa wants to know what was the name of the guy that we're talking about right now?
Carrie O's.
Carrie Ellis. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's for you.
She knows who that is. She knows who that is. She'll be like, "Oh, I know who that is."
Wants to look up his movie list. So that's
Oh yeah, his movie list is on point, man. Like I said, gotta definitely. I gotta watch The Crush ASAP, and I gotta watch the whole Saw series since I'm got part one on.
And if you still can't find it, Alyssa, just look up the first Saw movie, and he's like the first guy in the cast. Go to the cast part, and I'll tell you his name, how to spell it. All right, well, that is our movie of the day. Shout out to the 27 people watching. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and notification bell so that you know when we are on, exactly the date and time that we are on. We are on Monday and Friday every day at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. Sometimes we take a little bit longer to get on just because, we got other things going on with our lives as well, but we are always on for you guys. And that is our mission, is to please you guys, the Average Day Joe's community. That being said, let's get into this crypto news. Let me pull up the charts for you guys real quick. So today in crypto, it looks like we are just kind of trending sideways. We got, let me see if I can pull up the screen bigger for you guys. I wanted to make it bigger, but it doesn't look like it's going to get too much bigger. Okay, there you go. There you go. All right, guys, we got Bitcoin sitting at 85,950. It is down 1.42% in the last 24 hours. Your biggest altcoin, Ethereum, is at 2,138, which is down only 0.49% in the last 24 hours. Like I said, it's not really doing much. We're just kind of trending sideways at the moment. Your fear and greed index has gone down a little bit in the fear segment to 25, meaning, like I said, that people are just not putting their money in, or they are taking their losses and not rebuying in right now. So they are losing their money. Your global crypto market as a whole is sitting at 2.83 trillion, which is down 1.7% in the last 24 hours. Give me 1 second, because one of the things I usually have pulled up, it is not pulling up. I guess I'm not going to go over it. I usually tell you guys what the Bitcoin dominance is sitting at, but it won't pull up that for me for some reason. So I'm not going to get into that with you guys today. But that being said, your top 5 trending coins. Number 1, we got BTC, Bitcoin. Number 2, you got your trending coin GTAI, which is down 5% in the last 24 hours. Number 3, we have Solana, which is down 1.4%. Number 4, you got XRP, which is also down 5.27%. And number 5, we got HBAR, which is down 1.50% in the last 24 hours. Your top 5 crypto gainers in the last 24 hours. Oh, look at that. Number 1, we got CADX again. It is up 1,957%. It looks on the charts like it actually went above its previous resistance, and it's sitting at another all-time high. So shout out to you guys if you listen to me over the last month and have been telling you that CADX might be a good meme coin to get into. Just FYI, that was not ever financial advice. That was always my personal opinion. So if you did listen to me, shout out to you guys. You guys made some money. Number 2 for our top gainers, we got Baron Trump, or B Trump, and that one is up 543% in the last 24 hours. Number 3, we got Trump Meme, or the acronym is MEME, and that one is up 525% in the last 24 hours. Be careful with that one if you are trying to get into it, because I'm looking at the chart and it looks like it pumped and now it dumped. So just be careful. Number 4, Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 something 2.0. It's a super long meme coin. That one is up 512% in the last 24 hours. And number 5, sitting at number 5, we got Turbo, or Turbo Trump. That one is up 493% in the last 24 hours. Let me see if there's any other ones I can mention for you guys that we have been talking about. Number 14, Habibi. You are up 219% in the last 24 hours. We got Baby Doge 2.0 at number 17, which is up 216% in the last 24 hours. We got number 19, Gold Standard, and the acronym is BAR, B-A-R. That one is up 156%. While number 20, Greenland Rare Bear, that's a new meme coin, but the acronym is NORDO, N-O-R-D-O. That one is up 150%. I'm going to mention this one because I'm looking at the chart of it, and it just has this crazy, crazy chart of just going up and down, but it looks super crazy. That one is the number 21, Vite, V-I-T-E. It is up 123%. I'm going to pull up the chart for you on this one because look how crazy the chart looks on this, guys. Let me pull that up. Well, that one it doesn't look as crazy when I'm looking at it from that perspective. Okay, here you go. So from a 7-day perspective, look at this chart, guys. Like, is just you don't see, it's rarely that you see these coins doing it like this, where like usually it takes a few days for it to go up and down the way this one has been going up and down. But this is I'm in the 7-day chart, and this one has just, it looks like a freaking heart monitor chart of somebody who has a very high heart rate.
Literally.
Yeah, so that one looks kind of crazy, but I did want to go over the chart on that one with you guys. All right, guys. Well, that is our crypto news for today, and let me get into our travel news with the highs for tomorrow. So for our travelers that are going to be traveling throughout the U.S., I definitely want to give you tomorrow's average day highs for that city that you might be traveling to. So let me pull that up real quick. All right, guys. So tomorrow, if you are trying to go to the coldest part of the United States, you would have to go to Caribou, Maine, which is going to be only at 19 degrees. If you're trying to escape into the warmth, if you want to be on the hot side, 92 degrees in Brownsville, Texas tomorrow. But if you're just kind of looking to chill out on the beach, Miami will be sunny at 82 tomorrow. That being said, going from West Coast to East Coast, sitting in San Francisco where we're at, it's actually tomorrow going to be pleasantly mild with your average day highs at 62 degrees, while LA, San Diego area is going to be about 70 degrees with sunny conditions. If you're going into the Seattle area, you guys are going to be raining at 58 degrees only. Las Vegas tomorrow, you guys are going to be sitting sunny at 68 as your high, while Phoenix is 69 as your high. And if you're going into Salt Lake City, it's going to be a little bit chilly, but it will be sunny at 47 degrees. If you're going into Billings, Montana, you will be partly cloudy at 55, while Denver, you will be at 52 with sunny conditions, while Albuquerque will actually be colder, partly cloudy at 48 only. Kansas City, you guys will be at 54, partly cloudy. Oklahoma City, you guys will be raining, and you will be a little bit colder at 43. While Dallas, you guys will have rain as well at 54 degrees as your high. San Antonio, you guys have a big jump from Dallas at 82 as your high, partly cloudy. And Houston, you guys are right in the middle of both of those. They'll be raining at 78 degrees. If you're going up into Minneapolis, you guys will be partly cloudy with your average high at 49. While Chicago, you guys will be sunny at 50 degrees. St. Louis, you'll be at 55 as your high tomorrow, partly cloudy. While Cincinnati, you guys are partly cloudy at 48. Detroit, you guys will be at 39 as your high, partly cloudy. Memphis, you guys will be cloudy at 55. While New Orleans, you guys will be raining at 74 degrees. Tampa, Florida, you guys will be partly cloudy at 79. While Jacksonville, Florida, will be cloudy at 75. Atlanta tomorrow, partly cloudy, 69. Washington, D.C., you guys will be partly cloudy at 53, while Buffalo, you guys will be at 33, partly cloudy. New York, also partly cloudy with your high in the 48 range. And last but not least, for tomorrow, where the Lakers and Celtics will be playing, Lakers going to be taking that one tomorrow. You guys will be windy at 41. I'm just making predictions, guys. Predictions. That is not yet set in stone. So, but yeah, it was just my prediction. I know Jay has his own prediction on that one, but
me and Vegas aligned very well. So good luck with that.
Definitely, me and Jay do have a bet on that one tomorrow at $5 because even though I do believe in my Lakers, they are playing in Boston, and we did go into overtime yesterday, so they might be a little bit more tired. That being said, that is the weather for you guys with a little bit of sports mixed into it.
That being said, the Boston Celtics are defending world champions, and yeah, they just have a much better team.
You see this number right here, bro? You see that number right there? OG in the game. OG
Who?
in the game.
Who's that?
That's all I got to say.
Oh, the old man. Yes, he's doing great. He's doing great.
He is doing great, and we know
The self-proclaimed GOAT. Yeah, he's doing great.
he is. You know what? Self-proclaimed or not, he's hitting records left to right. Every game, he's almost hitting records, bro.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
He's hitting records, and that shit is gonna be in the record books for the Lakers.
I'm sure it is. Too bad he's not the greatest Laker, but I'm glad hopefully Bronny James can go up in their rafters too.
I mean, he probably is. I mean, in my opinion, he is the greatest Celtics. I mean, not Celtic. I'm tripping. Cavalier from the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I don't know. I don't know much about the Cavs. I'm not a Cavs fan, so
Just saying, that's where he started his career, and like I say, that's where he won the championship for them. And
I'm glad he won one championship there. That's impressive.
that's all he needed to do. He just wanted to show his hometown love, bro. He's from Akron, Ohio.
I'm glad he won one championship there. I mean, when you recruit all the best players, hey, I sure hope you can win a championship. You're still behind Kobe. You're still behind Jordan. But hey, keep recruiting all the best players. Now you're playing with Luka Doncic. You have played with all the biggest all-stars and Hall of Famers, but yet you are still chasing Michael Jordan. Hey, good job.
Yeah, but
Solid.
But when he was on the Cavaliers, it wasn't just a comeback of any kind of comeback. That was a comeback that nobody has ever done before. That he was able to get that championship. So
hey, thank Kyrie.
I mean, that's a part of it, but you can also thank.
No, Kyrie had 41 back-to-back, and he hit the game-winning shot.
Exactly. But in that whole series, LeBron is what made him come back from like 3-0 or 3-1 or whatever it was, and he brought him back and made him win the whole series. So
Yeah, like I said, man.
And
he's lucky. His legacy even is what it is.
And mentioning Kyrie, we also got to give love to Kevin Love on that one too.
Kevin Love, he was already old by then.
But he was still doing his
thing. He was old man.
Still doing his thing.
Old man. Like I said, a couple shots here and there, and his legacy's done.
No.
Kyrie misses that shot, they lose that series.
Yeah, but
Ray Allen's foot in Miami, he misses that shot. Tim Duncan has 6 championships. Just remember that.
But you can say that about Kobe missing any of his shots that actually he hit and that were game winners, or Michael Jordan. So
no, I can't say that about Kobe. No, Kobe won 5 championships.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that all that was already set in stone because it actually did happen. And you're kind of saying like, oh, what if it didn't happen that way? Then that record would have never been set. But it did happen, so we can't go back and say that what if, because it did happen.
What do you mean, what if? What is the what if?
Like, what if he didn't make that winning shot? Then that whole record wouldn't have been there, type thing.
Yeah, I'm saying he could thank Kyrie for that. He could thank Ray Allen. How about where's thanking himself? Like Jordan thanked himself on his championship. Where is that?
But I mean, yes, but at the same time, with Jordan, you had Dennis Rodman, you had Scottie Pippen. You know what I mean? Jordan.
No, I don't know what you mean. Jordan had a couple players. He got a couple players that he played with.
Yeah.
That's cool. He won, but he also won 2 3-peats and then played baseball in the middle.
Definitely, and I mean, I definitely can't hate on Kobe. I love Kobe, but at the same time, if you didn't have Shaq in some of those games, he wouldn't be able to have won a lot of those.
Yeah, that was his first 3. He earned his next 2 by himself.
Of course.
By himself.
No, I know.
Yeah, he earned those. Yeah, exactly. He earned those.
I mean,
that's all.
If you're the only time you can truly say that LeBron didn't earn the championship that he got a championship for was when they played in the bubble. That's pretty much the only time I could say maybe it was.
I don't count Mickey Mouse championships.
Exactly, it was a Mickey Mouse championship.
I don't count Mickey Mouse championships.
It was he won, but I can give that one to you. If you were to say he didn't earn it, I would be like, okay, I understand. It was a Mickey Mouse championship, and maybe he didn't earn it the way he should have earned it. I can totally relate to you on that. I'll give you that one, Jay.
Well, that's cool. I mean, I've only seen him lose like plenty of times in the finals, so that's fine with me.
I got you. I got you.
To
Hey,
lose more in the finals than you've won, and you call yourself the greatest of all time. I don't know. I don't base things off losing records. Sorry. I don't. It's weird to me.
once he's playing and he's 50 years old, then we can call him the greatest of all time. Okay.
No. Like I said, when you've played a few decades and you're still chasing Jordan's accolades that he did in what, 11 seasons, maybe 15 at most.
Yeah.
You're already all you're doing is just stat packing.
I know what you're saying, but you can't compare any player to Jordan because Jordan was like from a different time, bro. He was like
We know.
rivaled, you know what I mean?
And every one of his peers agrees with him. That's what I mean. He's never called himself the greatest of all time. He's not an idiot.
No, of course. But
That's what I mean.
he was, and everybody knew he was, and he still had a good surrounding cast around.
He still is.
Of course.
Still is.
I know.
No one's gonna touch his records.
Oh, definitely.
His dominance. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, me personally, I would say that you got the three greatest players of all time, which is Jordan, Larry Bird, and Kobe Bryant. Those will be my three greatest of all times right there.
I'll take it.
You know?
I like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're representing everybody. We're representing the West, the East, and the Midwest. Everybody's represented in this. You know?
That's too funny, man.
All right. Well, let us get on to the horoscope for tomorrow. We definitely like to help guide you throughout your day and just kind of, show you some love by doing your guys' horoscopes. So let's start out with the first sign of the zodiac, which is my sign, Aries. So, guys, for March 8th, Aries, you may not feel your best tomorrow as old health issues could resurface, making you upset. Impatience may lead to poor decision-making, so think twice before making any choices. Be mindful of your spending as you may be tempted to buy unnecessary things. Damn, I do not like that for me, bro. I got a freaking job interview tomorrow, and that might be a poor decision because that job is in freaking Marin. So that could be a poor decision making on my part tomorrow, but we have yet to see. So Taurus, the moon's blessings bring happiness and financial gains from past investments. You can make quick, effective decisions at work, leading to positive outcomes in the near future. Gemini, you may be busy at work, but the support of a strong network, your plans will be successfully implemented. Your wisdom helps you secure profits from past investments. A romantic and harmonious time with your spouse is likely, and lovebirds will cherish their happy moments. Cancer, with the moon's blessings, you'll feel happy and relieved at last week's challenges fade away. Your hard work will start paying off, and with the help of subordinates, you'll resume postponed tasks. Financial gains in business may improve your overall stability. Then we got J sign, Leo. A dual day may leave you feeling low, and health issues could arise. Avoid making new investments or starting a business venture, as potential losses are likely. Exercise caution in financial matters. Didn't you tell me earlier in the show that you got some business to do tomorrow?
No, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday, remember?
Oh, yeah. So you good tomorrow.
Yeah, it's Saturday. Saturdays I usually I try to chill because it's a Saturday,
Yeah, but for your sign, I will take what it says that you might lose tomorrow's bet to me because of it's your sign. This is not me saying it. This is your own sign saying it. Your own astrology.
No, I don't have any business going tomorrow.
Well, you just with me.
That's not business. That's not business at all.
You're calling business. It is business.
That's not business. That's light work. That's that's like me. That's like me going to the gym and shooting hoops with you and just annihilating you, like literally annihilating you and then walking out.
Down.
If you think you could outshoot me, I'll throw money on that tomorrow.
I've never ever said that I can outshoot you, so that is not even in the works.
That's what I'm saying. But that's how I feel about that. That's not business. That's Celtics light work. It's light work.
Well, we'll let LeBron handle his business tomorrow to make your
Is the old man playing? Hopefully he's playing, right?
He'll be playing, and he's gonna bring into fruition your horoscope for tomorrow for potential
old man.
It says potential losses are likely for you tomorrow.
Yeah, old man is not going to do nothing.
All right,
I'm
guys.
not scared of the old man Braun. Jay Tatum is way too talented for LeBron. And apparently Luka, since Luka can't guard either one of them, so it's good.
We shall see. We shall see.
It's a good thing they don't have AD down there because he was the one that played all the defense. So that's a big blessing. That's who beat the Celtics last time. Remember that. AD just had a monster game against them. There's no more of that, so it's good.
We shall see. We shall see. Let's get on with Virgo. You'll feel enthusiastic, helping you accelerate projects and take quick decisions that will benefit your business. A new innovation and partnership may begin, but avoid investing in fixed assets with business partners for now. Libra, the positive influence of the moon brings good health and old ailments may be resolved. Stuck financial matters could be settled, improving liquidity. You may also consider applying for a loan to purchase luxury items. Our Scorpios, your confidence is high tomorrow thanks to the moon's blessings. Important decisions will be made with certainty and opportunities will be seized without hesitation. You may plan for higher studies and engage in intellectual discussions with knowledgeable individuals. Sagittarius, difficult tasks will be handled with ease, boosting your confidence. Past investments may yield good returns. Avoid arguments over trivial matters as they could waste your time. Be mindful of unnecessary expenses. Capricorn, you'll feel energetic and efficient at work, with hard work finally paying off. Confidence will rise as property-related disputes with siblings are likely to be resolved. Networking with influential people may bring new opportunities and short trips could be on the horizon. Aquarius, the moon's blessings bring happiness. Strong communication skills may help you secure a big business order. Your politeness will earn you respect, and with the support of colleagues, you'll be able to make crucial business decisions. Pisces, last but not least, a fortunate day awaits you under the moon's blessings. You'll have great energy, enjoy work, and experience romantic moments with your spouse. Strengthening domestic harmony. Plans for a new project may take shape, and job seekers are likely to find promising opportunities. Lovebirds should avoid unnecessary discussions. Man, I wish I was a Pisces for tomorrow. All right, guys. Well, that is our horoscope for every sign for tomorrow. That is going to be May 8th. Sorry, May. I'm way ahead of my time, guys. March 8th. And let us get into, we got Jay's conspiracy, man. What is going on with your conspiracy for tomorrow? Let me pull up that picture to scare us.
Yeah, we going with since I was in the horror section, we going with the Mothman, bro. You know about the Mothman?
I mean, it almost sounds like the Muffin Man, and we did that one before too. But
yeah, exactly. I did that one, but this one's the Mothman.
The Mothman. What's going on with the
Yes,
Mothman?
sir. Well, basically, it's based on the it started in West Virginia in 1966. A reported sighting of the Mothman. So basically, it's believed that the Mothman brings an omen of catastrophe. Because basically, once people saw this Mothman, you see the object right there, right?
Yeah.
Right after people saw this, a couple accidents happened, and the Silver Bridge in Point Pleasant collapsed. We're talking December 1967. And it killed 46 people. And then after that, there were sightings all around, we're saying West Virginia, Ohio, all these areas. And everyone said the same thing. We're talking about, the large wingspan. It was a human being, and it had big wings and red eyes. Like, I'm telling you, bro, if I saw that, dude, I wouldn't know what to say, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what it could be or what it is. Some think it's an alien. Others think it's just an ancient creature from the past trying to warn us of the disasters of the future. You know what I mean? Like, they also said it in certain events like tsunamis, earthquakes, even the whole accident at Chernobyl, that this was the creature right before that popped up.
Oh, wow.
Some scary stuff with this, man. Like, people believe this was no accident, man. Yeah. I don't know what that is, but if I saw that, yeah, I'd be freaked out, man. They actually made a movie about it with Richard Gere called The Mothman Prophecies, and if you haven't seen that, you should check it out because it's all about this creature.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a trip, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm not I don't know. I don't know much about West Virginia and like those areas, but yeah, like I don't know what this would be. You know, obviously back in the 60s and 70s, like when this, you know, when this sighting was a lot, like very heavy.
Yeah.
I don't know what you could compare that to at all.
Right.
You know what I mean? I really don't. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they labeled it the Mothman. Mothman. So
I definitely don't want to see a creature like that pulling up.
no, definitely not, bro. Definitely not with the wingspan and the red eyes. No, I'm cool, bro. It just, yeah, it tripped me out. But it was a good movie too, the whole Mothman prophecies.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? But yeah, so based on, like I said, I love like stuff based on true stories.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
Crazy.
yeah, man. Let me tell you, definitely crazy.
So the first appearance of his was before that bridge collapse. That was the first time they
Yeah, right before. Yeah, right. 1967.
Okay.
It killed 46 people when that happened.
Not the Mothman, but the bridge collapse.
The bridge, yeah, but like seeing that led to that.
Okay.
That's what I mean. Like it's like a catastrophe thing, like an omen, basically like an omen.
Yeah, so it's not like you got a Mothman going around killing people. It's just an omen.
No. It's like people had saw this, all like a lot of people, and then all of a sudden, boom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Literally, that happened next.
Exactly.
So yeah, some scary stuff, man. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's crazy.
But it would make sense, like if it's an omen, you know, because like I said, if tsunamis, earthquakes, the whole thing at Chernobyl, you know, like maybe it is warning people. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it is coming out to warn. You know what I mean? Like if, like I didn't see anything before the earthquake. You know what I mean? When we had one, but had I seen that, I would understand. Okay, I understand now. You know?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. So yeah, that's just a trip.
Another omen that I always like see people talk about is like these rare fish sometimes that be just coming like watching.
Oh yeah. I've seen some of those you're talking about. Yeah, that they never see. They're like from the deep.
Exactly.
Yeah, I saw a few of those that I was like, oh hell no, nope.
Yep.
Nope.
From what I understand, I believe like in Native American tradition, if they see animals that are like albino, then that is like a bad omen for them as well.
Really, albino?
Albino animals, yeah. Because
any albino animal?
I don't know if it's any because obviously there is some albino animals that are existing in there, but I think like rare ones, like I think there was once like an albino buffalo reported, and that was like a for them. So certain animals, I don't think it's every animal, but certain animals, you know.
That's crazy too, because albinos have the those similar eyes.
Yeah, exactly. So that definitely is something that
I know the Mothman is not albino.
No, I know he's not albino for sure.
No.
That being said, before we get into Jay's final words of wisdom and my little spiritual quotes, I just wanted to give one more shout out to DTW if you're still watching, because I just got your joke that you said about death row, because I was wondering like why did he spell it with DEAF, and that was actually at the time where I shut myself off. So you put death row, but I understand. I got you, brother. I got you. So shout out to you for that one. You got me. All right. Shout out to the 28 people watching. Thank you guys so much. That is pretty much the end of our show. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe. And before we leave, let's get into Jay's final words of wisdom. What would that be for today, Jay? What are you leaving the people with over the weekend?
The people, I will tell them that, you know, we like to guide everyone with our numerology, astrology, and, you know, everything that we talk about, you know, but everything's up here in your head. Whatever you see will come to fruition as long as you believe it. That's a fact. You know what I mean? We're just guiding you, you know what I mean? But if you have your plan and you just execute, it will happen for you. It's really not that hard. You just have to overcome all the little things in your way that are taking you not focused. It's a distraction. That's all it is. Don't let distractions take you out of your comfort zone, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta literally get over the distractions, execute, and it'll happen. Whatever you want to happen, but you have to believe it. Exactly. You have to really, you know, you have to obviously put in the work, you know what I mean? But you have to really believe, you know, in what you're doing. That's literally my words for today, the weekend, and so on.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yes.
And I'll leave you with my two little like spiritual quotes to leave you guys with. And what I got to tell you guys, you know, before we end the show is all kind of going off of what Jay said is, you know, remember We try to guide you with astrology, of course, but at the end of the day, your mind is like a parachute. It works best when it's open. And you got to also remember that you are the author of your own story. So make sure it's a good one. That's what I'm going to leave you guys with. So, all right, guys. Well, that is it for us. Thank you so much, Alyssa. And thank you so much, DTW, for chiming in. You guys are excellent. And shout out also to the 28 people that are watching us. We will be back on Monday at 6:30 Pacific time. And check us out over the weekend. We're going to have a Chef with Jeff episode. So catch that. You'll see him cooking up some really good stuff. And on Sunday, I'm going to do an episode with my wife, Date with Kate. If you missed the last one, it's not because you missed it. It's because they copyrighted it and I couldn't get it back up. But it was on all our other platforms there. So if you did miss it or you did want to see that one, just go to our other platforms for last Sunday and you'll see that one up there. We did show the Palace of Fine Arts. I might actually, for my Date with Kate, I'll do a new one for you guys as well, but I might try to put up that old one as well from last week, so that you guys can, you people that are watching on YouTube and you missed it, the Palace of Fine Arts, and you guys always wanted to see that in San Francisco, especially at nighttime, how beautiful it looks over there. I'll have that back up for you. I might just not have any music up on it just because I don't want to get copyrighted and not be able to show it to you again. And shout out one more time to Alyssa. She wrote, yes, sir, you're correct, C. Thank you for that. And we will see you guys back here tomorrow, Monday, 6:30 p.m. Thank you, guys. We love you. And like always, health, wealth, and happiness. That's our motto. Peace out, guys.